I'm excited. What about you? Hey champions, today is the Wakanda training. Oh yeah! Represent Wakanda forever. This is done. So my name is Terry Boy Gustav. I'm a Wakanda body fitness coach, and today I'm gonna show you how you can increase your speed by just working out at home. 10-minute workout where we can work out exclusively with the speed. So if you want to get more speed and you don't have time to go at the gym or you don't have any equipment, this is the perfect training for you. 10 minutes just to work on your speed. So before you to work on your speed, you need to understand which muscles or which part of your body are really necessary to gain more speed. So for that, you can Google it. You don't have to be an expert or whatever, but the only thing is that the Wakanda training is the only way where you can have the little details. The first detail that you're gonna have about speed is your hips. Your hips is the connection between your down body and your upper body, and then also your legs. Everything with your legs, especially the calf over here, this is also where your speed can go. Also the back of your muscles over here can also help you to increase more speed. But today we're gonna focus more on the hips and also the legs. Let's do it. The hips workout. We're gonna see 5 moves that you should try to do to increase more speed. So first, you need to know how to stretch your hips and also how to give more muscles to your hips. This workout, this exercise is really good. I really like it because it's really simple and also it's a practice of yoga. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna extend my legs like this to the top, okay? And I'm gonna move it to the side. Just move it to the side. And you can see here, this all this tension that you have during the day gonna start to go away. Okay? So I do it here 1, and I switch. I do it here 2. And this is done. So this is the exercise. 1 up, 1 down. Come back on the middle, 1 up, 1 down. This is number 1. Okay, for the exercise number 2, it's all about the balance that you have when all your legs are in this kind of position. Now I have to stay like this a little bit to make sure everything is equal, and I have to do a 360 one way to another way, to the other side. You see that? This is how I start to work out my hips, but also at the same time my abs. So I do a 360 here, and I go to the other side. And this is exercise number 2. Okay, so for the next move, now we're gonna try to a little bit walk the extreme, I would say, not go crazy, but try to push a little bit on the other side. So the same movement, we go over here, but this time I'm gonna try to go all the way back and let my tiptoes touch the ground. So from like this, and I breathe, and I breathe. How you can see, my hips are really connected to my upper body, and I can pull a little bit by moving my hips to the side. Like this, if I can do it, of course. If I cannot, I have just to try to touch my hips far away I can. If I'm on this position, that's good. Just try to do your best. And please extend your legs. You see how I extend my legs? And I go reach the floor and come back slowly. That was exercise number 3. For the next one is really simple, but also really useful to increase speed with your body. But like I say, we stay on the hips. This one where you put your glute completely back inside, but also in the same time your hips are completely looking up. And you do it a couple times. This is good also for your glutes, but in the same time, you know, there is those muscles who are around your hips, and this is what we have to work. So when you're going up with your hips like this, don't just go over there and stay. Try to bring your glute all the way inside, like you're running, like you're using your body to run or your body to use speed. So look how all my glute go up. And then I come back. That was the exercise number 4. Okay guys, for the next exercise, this is a little bit strange for people who don't do martial art, but here we're gonna see a move that we do a lot in jiu-jitsu, who is a martial art coming from Brazil, the Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So for this one, you need to make sure that you understand first the first exercise. The exercise number 4 was this. But for now, I want to start to understand my body by moving my hips and my body on the side. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my hands like this and try to touch my tiptoes in the same time that my hips are up. They're not touching the ground right here. So they're completely up, my hands are up over here, and I'm gonna try to touch my tiptoes. And look how I move my tiptoes and my hips. My body is not on the floor. I'm still a little bit on the edge, a little bit up like this, and look how I move. I move like a shrimp inside the water. Boom. And then I come back in the same position. Breathe. Go touch your tiptoes. Don't touch the ground with your body. And now you push your hips away. And at the same time, you see, I'm trying to touch my tiptoes. So when I do a movement in one movement, if I do all of that in one movement, I have this. 1, 2. And this is how you can start to use your hips to work out and to help you to build those muscles on your hips. So that was the exercise number 5. Okay guys, so now we're gonna see the challenge. So after those 5 moves that I just showed you, we're gonna help you to increase the mobility of your hips and also a better understanding of your hips. This is how you're gonna increase speed. So now let's do a little challenge that I'm asking you to do. And if you cannot make it, it's okay. If you wanna try it, well, you're welcome to try. So it's gonna be like this. You're gonna try to, in French we call that the tic-tac, tic-tac. And I saw this expression also in English already exists. So it's just, you know, you're gonna try to go like this with your legs. And then you flip your body to the front. But how you see that is your hips will go to the front. So if you start to have a better understanding of your hips, you're gonna start to manage it. So in the beginning, you look like this. You see, it look a little bit like this in the beginning. So this is, you know, why you're doing like this in the beginning, because you don't really have understanding of how your hips should be. So what we're gonna try to do now is to go up and bring the hips to the front. So I'm gonna go up with my hands like this, up, and then bring my hips to the front. I'm gonna show you that. Simple. You see? And I bring my hips to the front. And I bring my hips to the front. So in the beginning, you just do it slow, and then when you start to feel like you have the equations, the mobility, the understanding, you just try to go forward. Think about your hips and bring your hips to the front. So you go up and bring your hips to the front. So let's do, so this is one, I try it a little bit, and I use my hands, and then when I feel it, I just go for it. Ta-da! Okay champions, now that I show you all the 5 movements, you have to put them together and repeat them 5 times. So it's gonna be a little bit hard in the beginning, but you need to get used to it. It's the kind of exercise that you can do at least 1 time or 2 times a week, just to make sure that you understand your body and that you're still working on your speed with strategy. With the first part, the hips. Let's do it together. This is it, and then here, to the other side, and then here, at least 2 times. 1, 2, 1,
and then you try to finish with the tic tac.